But I hope you guys can understand that I am trying to be level-headed. I'm trying to be fair and even and reviewing stuff as best as possible. As much as the companies that send me this stuff might not like it, it's better to get an honest review than a biased review, in my opinion. Right, today's video is the Ring Wired Cam Pro 2K. That's it. I've been very fortunate. Ring has turned around and sent me a huge amount of things. We've got the alarm system, we've got indoor cams, we've got movable indoor cams, we've got the floodlight cams, we've got the doorbell. So I've already released the doorbell Elite. I'm gonna do the same things with this. So I've been a massive advocate for Ring over the years, buying all my own stuff. I've got them at the unit, I've got them at my old house. The stuff from the old house I took off, brought over here. I currently have a Ring Wide Plus camera out the front of the garage, and I've also got one at the back. With this, I've ran supplies to everything. We're in the process of rewiring it, redoing it. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nick. I should have said at the beginning, I'm an electrician. I bought a new house and I'm rewiring it really badly, really well, over the top. That's the way I am. So I've ran a designated supply in for floodlights to go across the top, and also designate supply for the Ring cameras to go low level. I am fitting hardwired CCTV at some point, but that's just going to coincide with these. The thing I like about Ring, the app is nice and easy and simple, not just for myself, but for my other half as well, or for even the kids on the iPad, they can have a look. Let's get this up and on the wall, and I'll run through a few of the features that are on the Pro compared to my Pluses. There isn't a massive amount of difference, especially for the price difference, I would say, in my opinion. I'm trying to be very fair and honest with everyone that watches this. Is they have sent me all this stuff for free. I'm not being paid, and I can speak openly about anything that I like and dislike, like I did with the doorbell. It's a great bit of kit. It's very expensive. You've got to smash a big hole in your wall, especially if you're from the UK and you have a brick building. If you're from America, bit of a different story. Same thing with this. The lumens are exactly the same compared to the Plus and the Pro. The audio is better on this. The camera is better. This is now 2K. Also, you have this thing which is called, which I'll show you in a bit, it's called 3D motion detection from a bird's eye view. So once you're watching at the screen, if someone comes up, it will actually show you like a bird's eye view of the tracking of where they came from and how they entered your zoning on your camera, and also where they left. Obviously, then you can set up your normal zoning of motion sensors, blurring out the background, that sort of stuff. Anyway, let's go outside. I'll show you what we've got, what we're working with, and how it goes on the wall. It's very easy, it's very simple, like most Ring products. And then at the same time, for the next one, for around the side of the house, which is very dark, out of my way, you cannot see, I'll do an unboxing of the next one we've got here and show you the beautiful packaging and how it's nicely put together. Also, I forgot to mention, so while doing this, it's currently 4:30. I can't get these up and working because currently the cable is here behind this wooden panel. That was smooth, and I need to do it. So my temp board that I've got in that runs the existing house, the batteries and all this sort of stuff here is full capacity. Literally, it's fully loaded. So once I've done this, I'm going to start another video of putting double stack Navitas board on, up, labeled, tested, all that sort of stuff, and then powering up the supply for that. So the second part of this video, which for you guys will be instantaneous, and the cameras will work and it'll have lovely lights on. But for me, it's going to be a late one, but I'm here for it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. So what we've got up on the wall is, with the rewire, not only is everything on a radial, I've also made sure I did the best I can with the Ultra EV cable. That's a 32mm flexible conduit through the wall in the cavity. Up here we have 20mm white conduit hammered through the wall to keep it off the cavity. We've got the feed in from the fuse board here, and this one also links across to the other side of the house, so we can have it on the same supply off one breaker. And then I do have another Ring Floodlight Cam Pro 2K up here in the loft, which is also going out the back left of the property, which will just be tapped off the other side of that one. So I'll have the 3 floodlights on the same circuit from the board that can be controlled by myself if I wanted to turn it on and off for some reason. Anyway, right, everything's heat shrinked. This one's not, because I actually ran it in yesterday. With the bases that come from Ring, it's very simple, it's very easy. The clamp to go on here, live neutral earth, comes with a spirit level. I don't know how level that is. All I want to do is just knock this. I mean, this is a 20mm stuffing hole. Stuffing hole? Yeah, that makes sense. Would that? Doesn't quite go through it. I'm just going to tap that back a little bit. If I open this hole up a bit, that would actually sit through and it would be absolutely perfect. Let's do that. Probably didn't need to open the hole up that much, but that's what she said. And only because I've cut the grommet off, I'm gonna seal this in so it's all hunky-dory. And the thing I like about these as well is it comes with a little tab, hence why I bent the cables the other way. And you can hang it off. Obviously I don't want to let go of it because it will scrape down the brick, but it supports itself. And then you wire the top in. And lastly, once you're ready for the caps, most electricians know this, but maybe some don't. If you take the screwdriver bit that comes with it out, the lugs fit in there, and you can tighten it up a lot easier, get a bit more force behind it. Beautiful. So there is a slight difference between the actual lights themselves, because these ones are side angled and frosted, which obviously we'll see what it looks like tonight. And the camera, the audio is better, and the speaker compared to that one, which is well, you can see the LEDs on it, and the lights are more round. So that one's going to get disconnected and removed because, well, this is big extensions going up on top, and I sprayed all the soffits and fascias when we moved in to see if it would last and see if I liked it before I rip everything else down and buy it all new in that colour. So that one's done for now. The QR code, you've got scanners on the back, but I'm pretty sure they do it, the tabs within the instructions you get sent. So if you take your ladders down, you can't get back up there. It is in the instructions. I will unbox one of these now and then I'll chuck it up on the other side. So when I was saying about the packaging, to me, this, when you open an iPhone, you're like, it fits nicely in the box, it's well made, it's well packaged, and it just sort of adds to the whole experience, as sad as that is. This is definitely the same. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, mint. So you get your stuff there, you get that, all pre-packaged, and that's all you need. Many, many hours later. It's currently 9:15. Awesome. Fuse board is done. Won't show that off too much because that's on a future video. Testing is done, powered up, done my live tests, and now I can turn around and link up to my app. It's pitch black outside, as you can currently see under the door. I've had to close this down because when I was recording the last bit, I put it up and you got 4 neighbours, all the windows start twitching because I'm walking around with a tester, a camera and a torch on my head. So I'm having games. I'm trying to turn the old one off, which is off. It's because it's motion censored. Let me face this way and turn it off. It's still on. Anyway, that's the new one up there. I'll run through the bird's eye stuff tomorrow and with the tracking stuff, but you can turn it on, turn it off. And this one's got like a glow to it. It's turns on and off nice and softly and turns on. This one is boom, boom, on. That is getting rid of because it looks a bit overkill. If I leave the old one up as well, the neighbours looking. The difference, I'm still yet to do my up and down lights, is this one round here is gonna make my life. There we go. Up here on, because currently we've got the cars sat here, we've got the skip, which everyone keeps trying to go through every single day. Not that there's any tight in it at all, but to light up all the garden, the fence, they're saying, if you watch the other videos, this fence is all coming down. I'm in the process of trying to buy all that land over here, but to have a camera that's pointing across here, that covers all this land, floodland, garden, the skip, the cars, everything is a bit of a game changer. And especially when I put another one of these further down the side of the house to cover all the back garden. I'm so tempted to put a Wi-Fi extender to shoot one and put one down in the bottom of the trees down the bottom. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow and we'll run through some more features and costs. Talking about the bird's eye view, the 360 motion, sort of where you are the tracker. So this is me coming back from walking the dog in the morning. As you can see, as I approach from your left-hand side, as I'm walking across to my gate with Pretzel, you can see it also going across with a little dotted line. And then I've also gone across and I've now done, because of the floodlight cams, with the subscription, you can actually do continuous permanent live feed, which I didn't know was a thing. It doesn't work on doorbells, even the one I've got, the hardwired one, but the floodlight cams, and I'm pretty sure the indoor cams as well, you can do permanent feed. So when I was saying last video, beginning of this video, I am still going to do hardwired security cameras up in the soffits, because if we were ever to lose internet, at least they would still record and we have some form of footage. But there's another thing, it's like, it's great with going back and looking at certain things when people come and there's motion detection and you can select that. But sometimes it doesn't pick people up, or something happens just after the fact when you've started recording and you've set it to the furthest time you can. I think it's 120 seconds it was set to. Then something happens after it, and between jumping from one clip to the next clip, the bit that you wanted to see happened in the middle and you can never see it. But because I've got continuous recording now, it works great. In the process of filming all this, some more of the stuff's turned up. So these are the brand new Spotlight Cam Pros. So these are now 2K as well, which are just a smaller version of what I've just fitted. So I'm going to be showing this off at some point. I'm going to do one on the side of the house and then one of my neighbours as well, because of his, doesn't matter anyway. But you can get with these a surface mounted kit. So I sort of opened up the other day, excuse the mess. So it's a very similar base. It comes with Waygos in now, that you screw to the wall. It clips to the base, that's hardwired, and you can hardwire this in and click it up, because obviously some of the ones that used to come with plugs, I haven't opened one of these yet. This might actually come with just a normal plug, but it's a hardwiring kit, so you can create it as an outside light, as these ones are. Nice, and it's a nice matte black as well, which is always a winner in my eyes. Because it's been a hot minute since I recorded the first part of this video, my Ring Video Doorbell Elite has already gone out, and I'm getting a lot of feedback saying, oh, why don't you go with Ubiquiti or Reolink, or I'm trying to remember what they're called. And I have looked into it, because a lot of people, the main consensus and people moaning is the subscription, which I get. Like, no one likes to continuously pay subscriptions, especially when they go up. We had the same thing with Netflix, the same thing with Amazon Prime. Anything we used to subscribe to and we have done for a while, it just goes up and up. That's the world we live in, and I know that, and it's infuriating to everyone, even myself. But looking at people go, oh, I've got a doorbell. It works the same as all the other ones. You don't have to pay for a subscription unless you want to go back in a couple of days or whatever. To my knowledge, when we got the original doorbell, I didn't pay for a subscription, and you could do live view, you can answer it normally, people click it, you can talk to them, but you couldn't go back through, especially days, to look at it. And then I looked through the price plan just as I'm recording this. So the basic plan for one Ring device is $4.99, or that's 50 quid a year. Cool, okay. I looked through some of the other stuff. I don't think Ubiquiti do it, but you've got to buy devices for the cloud storage. And the Reolink has an SD card in it. But if you want cloud storage with that, you then have to pay £3.50, don't quote me on that, as a subscription base anyway, but that is for 7 devices. But then the next one, the standard one, which is $7.99 a month, allows you, so you don't pay for the device, you pay for your home. So my home is £8 a month, and you can put as many Ring devices as you want, and I think it's 180 days worth of footage you can go through. So I understand that people are moaning like hell, and I get it, because I hate subscriptions, I really do. And then I've got millions of subscriptions that I still pay for that I don't use. Gym membership, I cancelled it just before I started going to the gym. 5 years I paid for that, and I went once. I'm terrible for it. But when people are moaning and saying, you should get this, it's free. Yeah, agreed. But if you're in the ecosystem with, when your other half orders a million things from Amazon all the time, and the Ring stuff links in with my Alexa stuff, and it comes up on the screen, and the phones and the doorbell recognises a package, and it works in the ecosystem, £8 a month for me is absolutely fine and worth it. That's a pint now, pint a month from the pub. And you could go even further, and the next one up is the premium, which is £16 a month, which gives you every single benefit of the ones before, but it gives you the continuous live feed like I've got now, because I wanted to give it a go, I wanted to see what it looked like, and a few other, and a smart video search, which is literally like, if I wanted to look at the dog on the doorbell and I didn't want to go through, it would smart search it for me, which is not really a benefit for me. But I understand there's other products out there and they're cheaper. I understand people don't like the people that own the companies. I get it, but what am I meant to do? I'm trying to be as honest as I can with all of the products that ever get sent to me. And I've seen a comment from a guy saying, it's not a genuine review because you've been sent the stuff. You're always going to be a bit biased. I get it, but I bought the stuff before and I had the complaints of the stuff I had before. And I'm trying to be the level ground where there is stuff I don't like. And I've told you, doorbell, big hole in the wall, not fit for purpose, I would say, in the UK for brick buildings. There's probably other things you could do. Is it overpriced for what it does compared to other stuff? Yeah. Does it look really cool? Do I like it? Yes. Would I have gone and spent £350 on the doorbell myself when I could have had my Wired Pro 2, which I'd already bought? Not really, but that comes in matte black, so you've sold me. That's how sad I am. But I hope you guys can understand that I am trying to be level-headed. I'm trying to be fair and even and reviewing stuff as best as possible. As much as the companies that send me this stuff might not like it, it's better to get an honest review than a biased review, in my opinion. But anyway, thank you for watching. I don't know what that was. Love you, bye.